Hey guys, I want to give you a quick update for all my New World subscribers. There's still like probably 20, 30,000 you guys out there. The April update for New World is coming out this Monday. It's April 25th. And honestly, there's not a whole lot coming out for a whole like monthly update. But there are a few things that are pretty huge. One thing in particular, which is regional transfers. So if you are someone who quit New World because you couldn't transfer to another server to play with your friends, or you got stuck on a server that just straight up died and has like 10 people on it, and then they merged it with the whole cluster and now it has like 20 people on it. If you know, or whatever the situation is, if being able to transfer to another region was a big part of the game for you, something that really mattered, you're gonna be really excited about this update. So let me go ahead and pop something up for you guys. So we have the downtime, which is April 25th at 8 a.m. So that's Monday, 8 a.m. Eastern time. It's 2 p.m. for most of Europe and 5 a.m. for the West Coast of, you know, United States. And then for Asia, I don't know what time that is. Is that like 8 p.m., something like that downtime? Downtime's going to be for 2 hours, and it's going to have a bunch of quality of life features, stuff like that. So this is the official post. I'll try to remember to link both those pages in the description of this video. And it's mainly bug fixes, quality of life UI changes. There's some stuff here that I didn't really think was important. I'm gonna just talk about the most important things, because a lot of this felt like do nothing stuff for me. Like Rafflebones now only spawns at level 66 and zone 60 plus, allowing players weapon drops that can be upgraded, and you know, things are like, oh, okay, that's one of the biggest ones. I mean, some of these things are like not important. I mean, small size flint objects no longer have player collision, so no more tripping over rocks. Like, that's nice. But is it really worth a mention? Not 100% sure, you know, so for a lot of this. So I'm skipping to most of the stuff. You can go through here, and you, like I said, I'm going to link this to you in the description of this video. So you can go through all this and look at every single one that you want. But I'm just going to go for the ones that stood out to me, which was not very much. Lifestaff, here we go. I mean, there's some stuff with this, but none of it was crazy. Except for Lifestaff was like a whole feature thing. Lifestaff, they added hotkeys for the targeted healing system. There's now an assignable hotkey for targeting each member of your group, 1 through 5, and group mode can now be toggled on and off with a new assignable hotkey. Find new hotkeys in the key bindings tab of the settings menu under the Lifestaff combat section. Now that is very interesting. Targeting with Lifestaff still sucks really bad in New World. A terrible, terrible targeting system for the healing. One of the worst. Actually, no, not one of the. It is the worst targeting system I have ever experienced for healing in any video game I have ever played, and I mained healer on a lot of games, okay? But with that being said, I love healing in New World. I actually think it's fun. I can only imagine how much more fun it'd be if the targeting system was better, which is why I was excited about this, because it gets us one step closer to healing, targeting being better in this game, so I was excited about that. Other than that, just stuff, small little bug fixes and things with little things in other classes. Then the other big thing, people were asking for this for 6 months, and they finally delivered after 6 months of people asking. They fixed an issue where shield attribute bonuses were only applied when the sword and shield were unsheathed. You still need to have a sword equipped in order to gain shield bonuses. Although it doesn't exactly clarify, or what I hope they're saying, is that the sword and shield, you can have that as a secondary weapon, and then when you pull out like your lifestaff or your void gauntlet, you're still getting the shield's attribute bonuses. Not sure if that's only when you have the sword out or equipped. Like, not 100% on that. I'm assuming the one where you can swap to your void gauntlet, still have it as long as sword and shield's equipped, but not 100% sure. And then that's what I would hope, at least, you know. And then nothing too crazy in here, just little bug fixes. And then nothing too crazy in here that I can remember. Hidden stashes can now only be collected from gatherable items that require tools. Okay, so they'll no longer drop from bushes, bulrush, nuts, etc. Like, that's okay. It's whatever, I guess. And then I'm looking through, trying to remind myself as I go through here. Wait, fixed an issue where players could exceed the 500 inventory item limit. Wait, was that an issue? I thought we could do that and it just made us the same thing as over encumbered. Can we just not? Oh, that's actually a bad fix. I don't like that fix, depending on what it was like before. I don't remember, honestly, because I never let myself hit that limit. Well, I did, but not very often. All right, so when entering a settlement outpost, opening the map will automatically zoom in on the settlement or outpost map, which it'll be nice. There'll be times where it's actually annoying, but it'll be nice for a lot of the time. And then players drop multiple items while moving from inventory screen. And then named crafted items that are crafted at epic rarity but can gain a 5th attribute perk when upgraded to legendary now show the final perk as disabled on the crafting screen, so that you know that it will be available in the future but not available when crafted. So that's pretty cool. That's a nice thing. I wonder if that'll apply to the items you find in dungeons where you could upgrade that 6th perk or the 5th perk, or not. I don't know. And then let's see. No, I don't think there's anything too crazy. I'm kind of skimming, trying to remind myself. There's really just not that much in here, guys. Like, okay. Right-click on inventory item no longer opens the action menu. This should improve menu interaction consistency per unintended action with a new functionality to move the camera/character while the inventory screen is open. Wait, what? How do you open the action menu then? Anyway, this I don't know. I haven't looked on the PTR. I don't know what it looks like. I hope it actually works. The faction messages were basically unreadable. Honestly, this isn't going to address everything because chat in general in New World is so hard to read that when I'm playing the game, I never read it. I never read chat. Not because I'm trying to ignore it, because there's just something about the way the font and the size and the colors and the translucency and all that, like something about the combo in this game of all MMOs I've ever played, my eyes just cannot read chat unless I actually stop and look down and otherwise I don't even see it. I just don't even, which in one way is good because it doesn't clutter my view in a way because I'm not even looking at it. I don't see it for some reason, but it's also double-edged sword because I just don't see chat. So I don't know if that'll address that or not. Also, some factions have harder to read chat. I think it was the Marauders have the hardest to read chat in the game. Green is so bad because most areas of the game have green grass, so you're having to read green on green, and it's rough. So we'll see what that does. Hopefully that fixes something. Our Alchemy and Arcana is now just called Arcana when it's in the inventory. I think the professional will probably still be named the same thing, though. And then nothing too crazy other than fixing issues with crashes and stuff and trading and different things. And then, again, translations, nothing crazy. But here's the big news of the day that I was talking about. Let's talk about regional transfers. So with this update, we've enabled paid transfers or paid server transfers that can be purchased via the in-game shop. These will allow players to move a character to the available world of their choice as long as they don't already have a character on that world. We've also added functionality to allow players to transfer cross-region with these tokens. For cross-regional character transfers, players can select a desired destination region where the character will be moved to a random world within that region. This allows players to then move from the random destination world to their desired world via the standard character transfer process using the same transfer token. Transfer tokens will not be debited from players' accounts during the cross-region transfer, but will be used when selecting the desired world. In addition to the standard transfer rules, cross-regional transfers also require you must be at least level 25 before transferring, and you may not own any houses. A paid server transfer will cost $14.99. I don't know what that you guys got to figure out your own currency if you're not in the United States. I think euros, that's what, like $13.20 or something, and if you get to other ones like yen and stuff and and won or whatever it's called, I have no idea. Good luck. Go to Google it. Anyway, with each supported region using another currency having an equivalent cost in the applicable local currency. Regional prices with local currency can be found in the in-game store. So cross-regional transfer. So they mean like I could move from US East to Europe? I think that's what regional means, right? So now we are free. Not only can we buy server transfers, we can buy transfers to go anywhere we want. I could go play in Asia if I want to with 350 MS ping. I could do that. That's pretty cool. So people have been asking for this for what? Since launch? At least 6 months. People have been asking for this or more. And that's really nice to see that they delivered on this finally. I mean, honestly, it's a little tilting that they just now delivered on it, but hey, you know, we take those. At least they delivered on it, so I'm really happy it's here finally. Hopefully this will, I mean, there's a lot of you guys out there who, I know people are like, dead game, you know, no one's going to play anymore, right? And if you don't like the game anymore, that's fine. But in all honesty, there are people out there who solely quit the game because they got stuck on a dead server or got stuck on a server where they couldn't play with their friends, or maybe even they started on the wrong region. They were in US West and they don't like pick US East and had bad ping and didn't realize, and then later changed their mind and we're stuck. You know, like there's so many factors where like there's a huge chunk of players where if the day ever comes where they want to give New World another chance, you know, maybe when the PvP arenas come out next month, which by the way, if you didn't know, PvP arenas are supposed to come out next month in May, the May update, end of May. So if they want to come back, they're going to be really excited to see this when they come back, and they may actually want to play for a longer period of time before getting burnt out again. So this is just good for the life of the game. It's good for, you know, there's so many people who quit the game because their server died and there was nothing they could do about it. Server died, guess I got to quit the game, or I just play a single player game, right? So huge, happy about this, fantastic, glad they added this finally, and hopefully, I know for a fact, this will help the long-term health of this game by like, I don't know, 3 times of anything else they could add to the game. So huge, important, it's critical for the way this game's designed. So PTR notes, these were added as a direct result of internal testing efforts and players submitting feedback in the PTR. Thanks to everyone who participated. So Expeditions Tempest Heart is now in the mutator rotation, I think is what it was. So random quest fixes, notable fixes, nothing was notable. This one I'm not 100% sure on. Fixed an issue that could cause a war to not occur. Oh, not this one, yeah. Well, you could make it so a war wouldn't occur if nobody signed up for the defense, which was really funny. So they fixed that after 6 months of people complaining. They finally fixed that. Fixed an issue that allowed players who are moved from war to reassign for the wrong side. And then this one's nice. Sometimes you try to sign up to the warboard from the map, which is a new feature they have, by the way, if you didn't know. And it just wouldn't work. And I had that happen like 80% of the time, so I basically had to go to the board anyway. But anyway, there was a thing where you could just permanently destroy your equip-bound items by putting them in Outpost Rush storage, which was crazy. I never had it happen, thankfully. I didn't even know Outpost Rush had storage till like a couple months ago when someone told me. I was like, what? So let's see. There's an issue where shirking fortification gets stacked too many times. You get 50% fortify. I'm sure that was crazy. Blunderbuss can't have refreshing move like on the actual blunderbuss because they said it was OP apparently. So that's kind of crazy. And then let's see. Rapier, when you riposte, they retain stats effects that could not harm the player from several attacks while in the riposte defensive stance. Sounds nice, I guess. Other than that, the chef's armor set was not providing the correct additional items bonus for recovery foods in the cooking station. And then I'm not sure there was anything else too insane. I mean, there's obviously going to be things in here that someone specifically is like, yes, this affected me. Regent's Bow, yes, that's me. But like 90% of us is not. So that's why I'm skipping a lot of these, you know what I mean? And then early game stuff. The gathering tools have changed their minimum and maximum values. So, you know, whether you're using iron or steel, whatever, it changes now. It's different now. Specifically, wow, steel starts at 225, so new player friendly. And then craft menus are updated to display the cooldown timers for recipes that have an active cooldown. This one, please, why didn't they add this 6 months ago? Oh my gosh. Added AFK timer warnings before players get AFK kicked in all circumstances. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad they added this. This is ridiculous to not have this for so long. Oh, it's been so necessary. I'm so glad. I hate just like being tabbed out and having my game on another monitor and then just not knowing that's going to AFK kick, and then it's kind of a specific thing for specific players, but it affected me as a content creator at least, and I know it affects people left and right in different situations too. And then other than that, nothing too crazy in translations. And then notable fixes, there was something in here that caught my attention, I thought, but I guess not. There was something in here with wars, and let me see if I can find it again. So with wars, there was something that I did not fully understand what they were trying to say, and I am curious to see if I can find it again and read it to you guys. Actually, I think influence would be a better word, because it was about influence pushes. Yeah, this fixed an issue where companies could declare war solely based on previous influence race participation and not on participation from only the current and active influence race. Now, pretty sure I know what this means, but the way it worded had me a little confused. So my assumption on this is that there was a bug where if you pushed a bunch of influence and either got the war deck or didn't, whatever, you go through that cycle, the war happens. Now, after that war happens, it's time to do an influence push again. And then you don't do any influence push, but it gives you a chance to declare anyway, because there's some kind of bug where, like, the last time you did it, before the last war, somehow carried over to the New World. That's what I'm hoping they fixed and hoping what this means, but it's not very... the way the word is confusing, because there was like another way I almost read into it, which was like, did they mean that if I push a bunch of influence and then stop attacking the territory and then it just sits there for like 2 days and then people come by and finish the influence push, then I can't deck? Like, I don't think it's that. I think it's the first thing I said, but not sure until there's some kind of dev clarification. But anyway, that's the gist of everything in this. Again, I'm going to link this because I skipped a lot of the details, but I tell you right now, most of those details were like really unimportant stuff. Like, Alluvium Morrow will no longer be able to jump backwards and land outside the Caretaker's arena, or fixed an issue which would cause no AI to spawn at a corrupted portal. I mean, they're like sort of relevant, but like nobody really cares that much. I know that's not... Most people don't care, I should say. Not nobody. Most people don't care. Most of the players don't care about most of those little things that I skipped. But yeah, so that was the April patch notes. That comes out Monday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. West or Pacific Time, and I think it was 2 p.m. for Europe, and I assume like 8 p.m. in Asia, you know, if you're in Japan or Korea or whatever. So that's what to expect. Pretty good update. Biggest thing, though, is just regional transfers and lifestaff quality change are really the two things that stood out to me that I even remember. I remember them because they stood out to me. So that's New World update. Sorry I don't do these very often, guys. It's just... I mean, like, I've just been so busy with other games. I was also really sick for the last few weeks on top of that, but it's just New World videos. I mean, I'm going to tell you guys the honest truth, because I know my New World fans watch these videos till the end, and sometimes people who aren't even my fans watch these till the end, so I just want to be honest with you guys. I'm going to tell you guys the truth, okay? The honest truth is that when I post New World videos now, I get, like, you know, 2,000 views, 4,000 views, whatever. So, and even with that being said, I still want to post, like, patch notes and stuff. It's just if there's some other game that's, like, crazy, like Elden Ring, because I don't know if you've watched my YouTube, like, Elden Ring videos were getting me, like, they're still getting me, like, 2,000 views, 8,000 views, 50,000 views, 100,000 views, 20,000 views. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So it was like, I couldn't, in my mind, even justify taking 2 hours to go make a New World video compared to just, why not just go make an Elden Ring video in that time? You know, it's like from a logistical standpoint. But as Elden Ring, the game cycle dies down, which it is, if you didn't know, it's really dying down. Player base is slowly dying down, single player game, you know. I hope to be doing more of these, probably just patch notes more than anything. Unless this game really has a revival, which maybe it will when they have some kind of expansion or something. But until then, it's just, I'll try to do patch notes maybe, and especially monthly patch notes updates. And then if there's something really that I want to make, because like when I make a New World video, I want you guys to know, when I make a New World video, it's actually because I want to make a New World video. I don't do New World videos anymore for any kind of financial reason at all. Like, oh, I get views. I don't care. I actually like New World and play it. I don't know. I'm still in the company. I'm on Marama. You guys could transfer to me. Oh, dang. You guys want to come to Marama? Oh, I'm gonna put text on the screen right here in the video editor. Marama, US East, join Yellow, which is a covenant, and our company is called Flag Up and Find Out. But honestly, we just want PvPers at this point. Let me show you that again. Flag Up and Find Out, okay? If you ever wanted to play with me, just go ahead and come over here. And if mainly PvPers, we're almost to a full company now, and now we're just trying to refine it for PvPers. So if you like PvP and you think you could be really good at it, then go ahead and come over and join us, you know? Let's do it. Anyway, yeah, that's the situation with New World. I still play this game. I just don't put a lot of hours in it. I play like 10, 20 hours a week or something. I play the market still. I actually donate all my money to the company. I've given them 250,000 coins in the last month or something like that, and I don't play enough, or else I probably would have given them like 1 million by now. But I don't know. I usually donate like 50 to 100,000 coins a week just for me playing the market and just giving the money over. Like, I just keep myself above 400k coins of value at all times. It's fun. I have fun. It's a fun game to play like 10, 20 hours a week for me. But anyway, that's the situation with New World. That's what's going on, guys. That's like what I'm going to be doing with it long term on this YouTube. And if you're one of those people who subscribed back in the day and you still watch them, just thanks for subscribing for New World and stuff. And like I said, there will be more New World videos. And I appreciate you guys. And thanks for being here from October, November, December, whenever you found me all the way till now. It's pretty cool. You know, just a long-term thing. But anyway, that's the April update. That's what's going on. That's what's going on with my YouTube. That's going on with my New World videos. And hopefully all that helps you out with your adventures in New World.